Imagine a world hidden deep within the mist-shrouded highlands of the Horn of Africa. 2,000 years ago, a formidable superpower awoke, rivaling the might of ancient Rome. This was the Aksumite Empire, a forgotten titan of wealth, stone, and iron. Before the medieval kingdoms emerged, Aksum ruled the bustling crossroads of the ancient world. The air here was thin, yet heavy, with the intoxicating scent of frankincense and burning myrrh. Out of rugged mountains, visionary kings forged a domain that commanded absolute global respect. It was a realm where wild elephants roamed below and soaring monoliths pierced the sky. To understand the ancient world's true scale, we must journey into the heart of Aksum. Their rapid rise was not a mere accident of history, but a masterpiece of geographic strategy. Poised perfectly between the sprawling Roman Empire and the fabulously wealthy courts of ancient India, Aksum became the undisputed master of the Red Sea, holding the keys to maritime trade. The warm monsoon winds whispered secrets, carrying countless foreign fleets to their bustling shores. Through the narrow straits of the Bab el-Mandeb flowed the absolute lifeblood of ancient economies. The emperors of Aksum watched from their highland thrones, growing richer with every passing tide. They were fierce conquerors, yes, but above all, they were unparalleled masters of commerce. Uncut ivory, raw gold, and exotic spices poured through their massive gates in unimaginable quantities. The stony streets echoed with the clatter of caravans, marching endlessly toward the hazy horizon. In this golden age, to trade with Aksum was to trade with the gods of fortune. At the center of this vast web of wealth sat Adolis, the empire's legendary port city. Imagine a shimmering harbor, choked with the wooden hulls of merchant galleys from a dozen nations. Here, Greek philosophers rubbed shoulders with Persian merchants and wealthy Indian spice barons. The sun-drenched docks were a riot of color and sound, a true melting pot of antiquity. Sacks of gleaming African gold were traded daily for delicate Chinese silks and Roman glassware. Adulis was far more than a port. It was the thriving, beating heart of a global network. Armed elite escorts guarded the treacherous mountain passes, ensuring safe passage for the endless wealth. The formidable Aksumite navy patrolled the turquoise waters, striking absolute terror into the hearts of pirates. Nobody dared cross the Red Sea without the explicit royal blessing of the Aksumite throne. They held a ruthless monopoly on luxury, and the entire ancient world paid their price. But the true majesty of Aksum was carved directly into the unforgiving, living rock. Rising from the baked red earth were the great stelae, colossal monuments of solid granite. These towering stone obelisks reached for the heavens, standing as permanent testaments to royal power, intricately carved to resemble multi-story palaces, complete with false doors and detailed stone windows. The largest of these stones weighed hundreds of tons, defying the very limits of ancient engineering. Dragged by thousands of men and trained elephants, they were erected with breathtaking precision. Beneath these towering shadows lay the underground tombs, holding the sacred remains of warrior kings. Walking among them, one feels a profound silence, an eerie echo of absolute divine authority. They were monumental stairways to the afterlife, designed to bridge the gap between mortal and divine. Even today, the sheer, impossible scale of these monoliths leaves modern architects in absolute awe. To solidify their immense economic power, Aksum achieved something truly, historically extraordinary. They proudly became the first African empire to mint their own standardized metallic currency. Gleaming discs of pure gold, silver, and bronze began to circulate rapidly across the known world. On one side, the stern, regal profile of the king, crowned in glory, clutching a spear. On the other, delicate stalks of native wheat, symbolizing the endless rich bounty of their lands. These shining coins were more than just money. They were brilliant vessels of ancient propaganda. The bold inscriptions were written in Greek, ensuring every foreign merchant understood their staggering might. They bore a revolutionary, humble message. May this please the country, a vow to the people. Finding an Aksumite gold coin in distant India proves the staggering, oceanic reach of their ships. In the universal global language of wealth, the Empire of Aksum spoke with a booming voice. Beyond the glittering royal palaces, the steady pulse of the empire was driven by its resilient people. The rugged, steep mountainsides were masterfully transformed into lush, green, terraced farms. Visionary farmers engineered complex irrigation systems, capturing the heavy, life-giving seasonal highland rains. They cultivated fields of teff, wheat, and barley, feeding a rapidly expanding, hungry urban population. In the sweeping valleys, herds of cattle grazed peacefully, closely guarded by watchful, nomadic shepherds. The capital city buzzed with the rhythmic sound of artisans, forging iron tools and shaping glowing bronze. Local potters spun wet clay into elegant vessels, adorned with intricate, hypnotic geometric patterns. Women wove fine, vibrant textiles, their wooden looms clicking in a rhythmic, ancient trance. Children played in the shadow of great stone palaces, speaking the fluid, ancient Ge'ez language. It was a vibrant civilization of daily rituals, deeply connected to the natural cycles of the earth. Despite the constant influx of foreign wonders, the soul of Aksum remained fiercely, proudly indigenous. They absorbed the boundless knowledge of the world, but molded it entirely in their own image. As the passing centuries turned, the empire underwent a profound, sweeping spiritual transformation. In the 4th century, King Azana made a radical choice that would echo through eternity. He embraced the teachings of Christianity, making Aksum one of the world's very first Christian states. The traditional crescent and disc on their coins were swiftly replaced by the Holy Cross. Yet, they embraced this new faith with a spirit of remarkable, enduring religious tolerance. Stunning monasteries were carved into vertical cliff faces, suspended magically between the earth and the sky. Devoted monks illuminated sacred manuscripts, preserving global knowledge during dark, turbulent ages. Aksum became a revered sanctuary, a holy refuge where different beliefs found peaceful common ground. Their unique, beautiful alphabet, the Ge'ez script, remains alive in the highlands to this very day. They did not just quietly participate in history, they actively, boldly wrote its unfolding chapters. But like all great roaring fires, the blazing glory of Aksum eventually began to dim. Shifting, unpredictable climate patterns and exhausted soils slowly eroded their foundational agricultural might. The aggressive rise of new powers in the Arabian Peninsula finally choked off their vital Red Sea trade. Yet, the empire did not simply collapse into dust. It gracefully, quietly retreated deeper into the mountains. The resilient descendants of Aksum simply adapted, seeding the deep, unshakable roots of modern Ethiopia. Their legendary, towering monuments still stand, silent watchmen over a rapidly changing world. They are majestic ghosts wrapped in granite, whispering grand tales of an African golden age, a fearless civilization that dared to look outward and built an empire that touched the stars. The epic story of Aksum is a powerful reminder of the brilliant, often untold chapters of human history. Long after the ancient gold was spent, the enduring stone of Aksum commands our reverence still.